Hello, my name is Hope Ichiriza. I am so glad you are watching. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you have watched my previous videos, I am revisiting some of the wisdom that was left behind by our forefathers, particularly looking at the proverbs and sayings in my native language from my ancestral background. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like this video and please subscribe to my channel. That is my request for support. Subscribe to this channel and please like this video and share it, and let's share wisdom, and let's share the joy of living in this generation together. So this week's proverb says, Mpora ekahitya omunyongororwa hamaizi. Mpora ekahitya omunyongororwa hamaizi. In English, we can loosely translate it as, slowly by slowly the earthworm reached the stream. Slowly by slowly the earthworm reached the stream. Yes. Like I always say, a particular proverb can have more than one interpretation depending on the context. But for me, this particular proverb, Mpora ekahitya omunyongororwa hamaizi, is meant for people who are struggling in life, whose lives are not moving as fast as they would like. It is meant for people who maybe your business is not going as fast. Maybe naturally you're always referred to as a slow person, maybe in your studies or even in life generally. That's how we are made. We are different. So some people sometimes are considered as fast, others are considered as slow. That's just how the world is. It gives us names. It doesn't care about our differences. That's just how it is. And it is also meant for people, maybe if you have a struggling child, a child who is not considered as fast as maybe the others can be, those who are considered as slow generally. And for me, it is a message of hope. Yes, you are slow, but then it's not the end of the world. Success is not meant for only people who are quick, but it's about other things as well. So let's look at the life of an earthworm. An earthworm is a creature. An earthworm has life. An earthworm has no legs, has no arms, has no eyes. Its body is delicate and very fragile. An earthworm is very slow. But just like any other creature on this earth, an earthworm has to eat. An earthworm has to thrive. An earthworm has to make it in life. And for me, the journey of the earthworm represents a struggle in life, in search for prosperity, in search for success, in search for really thriving in this life. And now the life we live in, or the world we live in, moves so fast. Everything moves so fast. People move so fast. So if you are slow, if you find yourself slow, or if you find that things are not going at the pace that the world is moving on, it becomes a challenge. You feel as if you're not as blessed as everyone else. You feel you're left behind, and really, and even people will always remind you how slow you are. But no matter the limitations, the earthworm reaches the well or the stream. So how does it succeed? And maybe this is how we can also learn if you're in that category. The earthworm is aware of its needs. The earthworm is also aware of its limitations. It knows it has no eyes, it has no arms, it has no legs. It knows it is slow. If you're aware of your limitations, then you learn how to work around them. You learn how to work with what you have. You learn how to perfect your strength. I am sure even the earthworm has some strength as well. You also know that there are some things you will have to do differently. Maybe you have to get up earlier, maybe you have to start the journey earlier, maybe you want to work for longer hours, maybe you always know what you can do. The other thing is that it travels light. The earthworm moves with no baggage. Now, the baggage is these other things that maybe you're chasing so many things at the same time. Maybe you're bringing so many people on board than you need. So all those other things that are not necessary, that we end up carrying along in our journey, they weigh so much on us. Even the Bible says not everything is beneficial. Maybe you need to look through your other things you have, other things you really want, you hope you can achieve, all those other things that you're surrounding yourself with. Look at them, take a second look and decide which one is beneficial and which one is not. And maybe you just need to let go of those that are not beneficial so that you reduce on the baggage. Because the struggle or the journey requires you to travel light. The other lesson that I learned from the earthworm's journey is that it keeps going. It knows it is slow, but it keeps going. And so for me, that is where it finds its strength. It keeps going no matter what. It is resilient, even when it knows that the conditions, the environment is not as friendly, and it still walks through and gets to where it wants and gets to the stream. And the other thing is that the earthworm avoids distractions, because we tend to get so many distractions from our friends, from these people that we surround ourselves with. And sometimes you don't need all those people to really be able to reach that. Maybe you just need a few very important ones. We get distracted by so many things. The things that we see and are very attractive along the way. The things that, others are chasing. The things that, oh, my friend has this and that, I should also acquire that. And even like those behaviors that we end up involving ourselves in just because of the pressures of this world, because the world has a lot of things. It has so many things. You look at that and you want it, and you feel you want it. Somebody has this and you're like, oh, maybe that. But look, you cannot have other things. You can't. You can only have a few. But you just can't go for everything. You might end up getting distracted and not actually acquire anything at all. So for me, the take-home points are: keep moving no matter the conditions. Even when you're taking very short steps, each step matters. And I also think growth takes time. Growth is gradual. Growth has stages that you cannot avoid, and every stage of growth acts as a building block for a very firm foundation. So do not try to skip some stages, do not try to skip some steps, because they only strengthen your foundation. If you are a parent and you have a child who is struggling, maybe in learning or even in doing things or even in life, do not give up on them. Just encourage them, support them as much as you can, and help them find their strength. Help them get to know themselves and work within what they can do. And support them so that they do not have to compare themselves to the rest of those. And most importantly, support them to keep moving. Keep moving. Even if the steps are very short, but each step goes forward, it doesn't go backward. Let them keep trying. Encourage them, support them, show them all the love that you can, and show them that they too can make it. Ahabukuba mpora ekahitya omunyongororwa ahamizi. Thank you so much. May God bless you.